Is silver the best bargain of all time now, or are we stuck in a value trap? Also, we are talking about mining and space and this golden asteroid that's making headlines. My guest today is Lobo Tiggre, principal analyst over at the Independent Speculator. Lobo, welcome back.
Thank you, Danielle. Furiously happy to be on the show today.
Furiously. Well, happy to have you on, Lobo. So much to talk about. Let's start with silver. I know you've been writing so much on this now on your Kitco commentaries. Is silver now the buy of the decade with the gold ratio above 92? I can't even believe I'm saying that. 92 now.
Yeah, well, never mind the gold-silver ratio. We've talked about that before. People can Google for me and GSR, and they'll find my skepticism there as far as that's predictive value there. But the really important fact is that silver is still the relative bargain. And I'm not sure decade, century, whatever. But it's a bargain compared to gold, and that matters because silver always follows gold. So as long as you buy the bull thesis for precious metals as a group, gold has broken out, whether you're technical or whether you're looking at the fundamentals, things look extremely bullish for gold. We've talked about this before. I said in January, I thought this would be the year gold broke out, and that, you know, where gold goes, silver follows. And the fact that it's still relatively cheap, that goes to your segue. I absolutely have silver plays at the very top of my research list.
But you know, speaking about gold, you know, you mentioned we hit highs that we haven't seen in 6 years. But you know, as investors, we want more and more and more. And the question is, when can we see gold push back up to, you know, the June highs of 1430 or higher?
Well, that's the prediction racket that I don't like to get in. Even when I said that I thought this was the year that gold would break out, I didn't say 1,500 by December or something like that. That just sets yourself up to be wrong. I'm perfectly happy, and we can profit from being right about the direction. When do things break out? It could happen this week with Powell's comments. It could happen in the end of this month with the FOMC decision. It could happen anywhere in between. You know, who knows? Iran decides to seize a British tanker in retaliation and things get hot over there. Any number of things could happen, but I think the important thing for people to keep in mind is that we have had a significant technical breakout. I'm not a technical analyst. It tells us something about a change in the marketplace, and that doesn't disappear overnight. It hasn't disappeared overnight. Gold's wobbled a bit and so on, but we've stayed above what was previously resistance is now support, as the technical guys say. That's telling us something about the market. I think that's very important. And yes, I think silver adds leverage to what's coming with gold.
All right. Well, let's talk about the next big thing. I know we couldn't wait to talk about this all week. But it's a discovery, not on Earth. But NASA has discovered an asteroid made of gold and plans to launch a discovery mission. It's reported to contain 700 quintillion worth of gold. So are we all just billionaires now, Lobo? Should I quit my day job?
There's so many things wrong, even with your very responsible and well-couched phrasing there. There's so much wrong with this. And the reporting, really, I think the most charitable thing we can say is irresponsible reporting, if not just flat-out idiotic lying that's going on out there. Sorry, I mean, call a spade a spade. This asteroid, Psyche 16, or 16 Psyche, is not a golden asteroid. It's an iron asteroid. It's, if that. It is thought to be a metallic asteroid, some of which aren't even all that metallic. This one seems to be, well, from what we've been able to tell from a distance, the surface seems to be 90% iron, is from what I've read. And I've never been there. Nobody's been there. Nobody really knows. But at the most accurate thing we can possibly say about this is it looks like it's likely an iron-nickel asteroid with probably trace elements of other things in it. So it's just not true to call this a golden asteroid. And then, of course, the whole ridiculousness of, you know, if it was solid gold, and you divided it amongst 7 billion people on Earth, you know, that would just make gold worthless.
Well, that's what I was going to say, right? So you're not seeing a race between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos anytime soon? And
No. And it's, all right, look at it this way. Let's say we took all the people who don't know what they're talking about on Earth and stood them head over head, and we could stretch a column all the way to the moon, perhaps. But that's a silly thing to say. You can't stand people head over head that tall, you know, maybe 2 or 3 before that falls down.
Right.
Nobody would do that. It's stupid.
But you know what, Lobo? It got people talking and excited about mining and gold. So I'll take that.
No, but
I'll take
excited in
it.
a negative way. I mean, so fact, a 10 quintillion or whatever you want to say basically equals zero. If you flooded the market with that much of anything, if you gave everybody kilos of gold, nobody would want it. It would be like that Bitcoin commercial with everybody way down by this gold doesn't do anything. It would lose value. So that's silly.
Let's not go there.
It's not like it costs nothing to get there and mine the stuff. Maybe it has a gram per ton. Getting a gram per ton out of dirt in the earth at the surface is expensive enough. To go flying out there, haul it around, extract it from solid iron, that'd be expensive as all get out. This is ridiculous. It's absurd.
Yeah.
And it's irresponsible for journalists to just parrot this nonsense as though it was somehow within the realm of feasibility.
It's all about a good headline. Lobo Tiggre, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Danielle.
And thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow.